Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my first official fall makeup tutorial. I have mixed emotions because I love fall but I hate winter, so it's always bittersweet for me when summer kind of ends because I'm such a warm weather person. But I love fall makeup trends, I love the fall colors, I love everything about it. So I wanted to bring you guys this smoky eye look. I didn't want to do a super cut crease. There was a moment where I was going to turn this look into a cut crease. However, I just wanted to kind of do an all over smoky eye. I didn't want it to be like too precise. I wanted more of a blended smoky eye. So if you're new to my channel, make sure you click that subscribe button down below and follow me on Instagram. And with that being said, let's get started with today's video. Starting off with primer today, I am using my Too Faced HangoverX primer. I love this for hydration. It also does a nice job at just holding your makeup on all day long. For foundation today, I will be using my Colourpop Tinted Moisturizer. I love this because it is lightweight. I'm blending this in with my StansOut Beauty Sponge. You guys know I love this thing so much. I do have a link in my bio to where, or my bio, this isn't Instagram, this is YouTube. I have a link in my description to where you can check it out if you're interested. I love using this wet or dry, and I honestly use it dry more often than wet because your girl is lazy and I don't feel like getting up to wet my sponge, so that's super convenient. Now I'm going to be using a little bit of cream bronzer. I skipped around and forgot to do concealer. I'm going to do that next, but I will be using a little bit of my Soleil Tan de Chanel cream bronzer, just putting this on the perimeters of my face to really bronze everything up, give myself a little glow and a little warmth because I'm feeling a little pale and I'm not here for that. So moving on, I'm going to correct my under eye with my It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. I love the coverage that this gives. As you can see, I'm just using my finger to tap this in because this product is a little bit thicker. It has a little bit more of a creamy consistency. I feel like I get the best coverage with using my finger because it really warms the product up and pushes it into the skin. For blush today, I am mixing both of my P.Louise bases in the shade OTT Orange as well as Winter Rose, just to create this really beautiful pinky peachy kind of blush. I love using these bases for blush as well as obviously eyeshadow bases. They're so versatile. I love them so much. Now I'm going to be using a little bit of liquid highlighter. Of course, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Glow in the shade Perla. This stuff is so gorgeous. I love it so much. It's a nice golden glow and it layers so beautifully over top of your foundation. I'm going to be setting the center of my face with my RCMA No Color Powder. I like to go in and tap out my under eye concealer before applying this. You'll see that in the next clip. As you can see, I'm just bringing that down the center of my face just to make sure that everything is set and stays in place, that I don't get oily and nothing creases. Now I'm going to be bronzing with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is the Brazilian Glow Bronzer. It is so gorgeous. I love it so much. And for blush today, I will be using my Morphe Pop of Coral Blush Trio, and I will be using the shade Unapologetic. I'm using the Morphe highlighter in the shade Spark. It is a gorgeous pinky highlighter, and I love the way that it layers with the Perla highlighter by Anastasia. I filled in my brows before filming this video because you guys have seen it a million times before, so I will have my brow tutorial linked below, but I'm just going to run over my brows with that sounds weird. I'm just going to quickly apply a coat of my Benefit Gimme Brow Plus brow gel just to kind of make sure that every hair is going in the right direction. Now I'm going to be using my P.Louise base in the shade 2. I'm using that to carve out my brows and clean them up, and then I'm also going to bring that down on the lid to act as a primer for my eyeshadow bases. This stuff is awesome. It not only helps to have the shadow or whatever eye product you're using come out as true pigment and as truly bright and everything as it can be, but it also holds it on all day long. It is awesome. Sometimes I just use this even when I'm not using shadow just to brighten up that lid area, and I'm using my P.Louise, I believe this is a 7071 brush to apply this. Now I'm dipping into my Urban Decay Born to Run palette, and I am taking the shade Baja and I am focusing on building that shade up into my crease. I'm using a very small definer brush to do this, and as you can see, I'm picking up the shadow and placing it right into that area using windshield wiper motions, very lightly wiggling that brush in the crease area. I'm going to make sure that I get full pigmentation from that inner corner to the outer corner, and also that I create a nice even shape with this shade. Once I have more of a general shape, I'm going to go in with a pencil brush with a little bit more of that shadow and slightly use that to buff out that crease area. Once I have that built up to the pigmentation that I like, I'm going to take a clean blending brush. This has no product on it, and I'm just going to use it to diffuse that crease area and also blend it out towards that outer corner of the eye to really enhance that smoky eye look. Now I'm taking the shade Wanderlust on a smudge brush. I'm applying this to the very outer corner in that V area. I am using this to very precisely apply this. Was that English? Very precisely apply this? I think. I'm trying to be fancy. I really need to just chill out. Anyways, I'm putting this in that outer corner area. We're trying to create some definition. I want to blend this into the crease a little bit, but I don't want to take it all the way in because I kind of want just a blown out smoky eye. I don't know. I always do cut creases. I'm trying to reel it in. You feel me? So I'm just going to blend this out towards that outer corner area just to make sure that everything kind of blends seamlessly together and that there's not like a huge line of demarcation, because we don't like that. Now I'm taking the shade Ignite. This is a gorgeous golden bronzy shade. It's more of an orange gold, not much of a yellow gold. I love the way that these two colors pair together. And as you can see, I'm just packing this shade onto the lid until I'm happy with the pigmentation. And I'm working together with the Wanderlust shade and this shade to make sure that that outer corner where those two shades meet is really nice and pretty and blended and looks nice and even. And as you can see, I'm just bringing that right up to the crease area, not blending it past, just making sure that everything is nice and smoky. Now I'm taking the shade Stranded and I'm putting that in the very inner corner just to really create a nice light to dark effect from that inner corner to outer corner. Now I'm taking the shade Wanderlust again and I am using that on my upper lash line. I'm not going to be using any wing liner today. You can totally do that obviously, but I wanted to kind of keep it a little bit lighter, a little bit smoky, so I opted for a shadow. This is also just going to help to reincorporate that shade back onto that lash line area, and I just like the way it looks with my eye color, so I'm going to bring that onto the lashes there, and then I will also be bringing that onto the lower lash line to create that smoky eye look. However, with this shade, I'm focusing that on the very outer third of my eye. I want to mimic what I have on my lid on my lower lash line, so I'm keeping the darker shade on the very outer corner, making sure to connect it up with that very upper outer corner just to make sure that everything blends out and is nice and connected. Now I'm taking the shade Baja and I am using that right next to that Wanderlust shade. I'm just working to blend those two shades together, and then I will be going in with the Stranded shade, that is that golden shade that we used. I'm going to pack that onto the inner corner of the lower lash line. I love this shade. I love using brighter shades like this along that inner corner area. I just feel like it opens the eyes really nicely. Now taking the Baja shade, I'm using a very light hand to blend that lower lash line together. Now I'm taking a clean blending brush on the very outer corner to blend that green shade out, and then once I'm happy with everything, I will be going back in with a clean brush with no product and very lightly blend everything out towards the temple to create that uplifted cat eye smoky look. Now I'm taking my Colourpop cream gel liner in the shade Fast Track. This is just a deep forest green shade and I'm using that to line my lower waterline. I opted for this over a black just to again, yeah, that, oh my god, is that English? I'm struggling right now. Just to really bring that green smoky look back into that lower lash line. You guys already know. I am going over that liner with a little bit of the shade Wanderlust because I find that this shade in particular, for some reason, of this eyeliner formula tends to fade out a little bit, so I like to reinforce it with that shadow. And then I'm picking up my Lunch Money highlighter from Colourpop and I'm putting that onto my brow bone and my inner corner to highlight. Now I'm going to apply a quick coat of mascara to prep my lashes for falsies, and I will be using my Too Faced Damn Girl mascara to do so. I'm applying my Tracey Cosmetics lashes in the style Bay. These are so gorgeous. You need these in your life, especially for more smoky, dramatic cat eye looks. These are my go-to. I love them so much. You guys already know I have a code with Tracey Cosmetics. You can use the code Brook20 at checkout to save 20%, and that goes for all of their products. I'm applying a quick coat of my Tarte Surfer Curl mascara to my lower lashes. This is one of my favorite lower lash mascaras because of the shape of the wand. And then to finish off the look today for lips, I'm lining my lips with my Morphe lip liner in the shade Sweet Tea. I'm then taking my Colourpop lippy stick in the shade Grunge and applying that all over my lips. And then I'm going in with the shade Dream Date and I'm putting that in the very center of my lips for a little pop and a little bit of dimension. Alright, so this completes today's tutorial. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out and press the bell button so you get notified when I upload. Let me know what you thought of this look down below and what kinds of looks you would like to see from me in the future. I would love to film what you guys want to watch. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I will have that link down below. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one.